Hello dear friends, here is MPC 003 Block 1 Unit 2 important question for exam. The trait approach, it is the important theory, important question for examination. First, here it is said that personality characteristics are stable and consistent. Type approach said that it has separate and discontinuous. Here we are going to discuss Allport, Cattle, Eysenck and Guilford theories and five-factor theory of personality. First one is Allport's theory. He discussed about more than 18,000 traits of personality. This is called lexical approach, and the Allport's theory, traits are building blocks of personality, and it is also called, he is known as ideographic theorist. And he discussed main four types of traits. They are common traits, central traits, cardinal traits and secondary traits. In common traits it is said that is shared and unique traits. Central traits, there is life focused traits, example friendship. And cardinal traits, the traits like Mahatma, example for cardinal traits is Mahatma Gandhi's traits. And next is secondary trait, that is less relevant trait, that is food, example food. So according to Allport, the four major traits are common and individual traits. Second one is central traits, third one is cardinal traits, and the fourth one is secondary traits. According to Cattle, the following are the approaches for trait theory. They are, first one is surface and source traits. Surface traits are qualitative traits like kindness, honesty, etc. Source traits are basic personality traits. He considers 16 traits which as basic personality traits. They are reserved versus outgoing, less relevant versus more relevant, emotional versus stable, humble versus assertive, sober versus happy, expedient versus conscientiousness, shy versus venturousness, tough-minded versus tender-minded, trusting versus suspicious, practical versus imaginative, forthright versus shrewd, placid versus apprehensive, conservative versus experimenting, group-tied versus self-sufficiency, casual versus controlled, and relaxed versus tensed. For the clinical analysis, he added 12 more to these 16 traits. And next one is constitutional and environmental traits. Constitutional trait means natural, and environmental trait means attained from the environment. The next one is ability, temperament and dynamic traits. Ability, that is dealing with one's ability to dealing with the environment and attaining goals. Next is Eysenck theory. Here in the Eysenck theory, there is a hierarchy of factors in human personality. They are type, trait, habit and response. Type, trait, habit and response. According to Eysenck, the factors which determines one's personality are genes and environment. Next, Eysenck divide two major factors as dimension of personality. They are extroversion and introversion, neuroticism and stability. Next is psychoticism and impulse control. So they are extroversion and introversion, psychoticism and impulse control. Next is neuroticism and stability. Then he also said about the inhibition theory. It is said that extroverts have relatively stronger inhibitory processes and weak excitatory processes. And for the introverts, there is stronger excitatory processes and weaker inhibitory processes. Thus, the brain of extroverts react more slowly, weakly towards stimuli, thereby creating strong desire to strong sensory stimulation, which causes them to seek excitement by going to parties, making new friends and attending to various type of meetings, etc. Next is the arousal theory. In physiological system called ascending reticular activating system is fibers from the brain stems to thalamus, and the relation between ARAs and cortex become reciprocal. That is, ARAs activate the cortex, which in turn influence ARAs either by increasing increasing or inhibiting the excitability. According to Eisner, the introverts have innately higher level of arousal than the extroverts. It is said that people showing higher degree of neuroticism generally have lower threshold for activity in visceral brain and a greater responsibility of systematic nervous system. That is the reason why neuroticists are innately more reactive rather than overacting to the mild form of stimulation. Visceral brain means the hippocampus, amygdala, cingulum, spectrum and hypothalamus together. Next is the Guilford theory. According to Guilford, individuals have unique traits. 7 modalities in the individual traits according to Guilford are physiological and morphological. That is the Sheldon model. In physiological trait, there are heart rate, breathing, hormone level, blood sugar, etc. And in the morphological trait, it include head size, length of the hand, length of the size of the ear, etc. The second point in Guilford theory is need, interest and action. Need is motivation for action, interest is cause of behavior, and attitude means leads to social action. Third point is aptitude. Aptitude means performance. It leads to the performance of a person. There is perceptual attitude, psychomotor attitude, and intelligence. In perceptual attitude, there is sensitivity. Psychomotor attitude, it is example is dance, and the intelligence there is 5 categories of operation, 6 products and 4 contents. Altogether there are 120 factors, and it is modified before his death, and it is 5 operations, 6 product into 5 contents, 4 again modified as 5 content, and altogether there is 180 factors. Last one is temperament. Temperament means manner of behavior. There is a survey named Guilford-Zimmerman Temperament Survey, that is GZTS, and it assesses the bipolar traits. Here we discuss about two level of traits. They are hexic traits and primary trait. The hexic traits means traits which displays by person in specific situation, and primary traits are those traits which is having the positive intercorrelation. An extrovert, for example, may have recognized through observation of high correlation among primary traits of his sociability, orientation towards external reality, impulsiveness, love for contracting the people, tolerance for pain, etc. So here in the Guilford theory, we discussed about the points like psychological and morphological factors, physiological and morphological factors. Second one is need, interest and attitude. Third one is aptitude. Fourth one is temperament. Next is the 5-factor model. In 5-factor model, there are 5 types of going to discuss about the 5 types of individual traits. They are openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness and neuroticism, and we can say it is ocean. That is, openness means good natured, conscientiousness means responsible and reliable, extroversion means optimistic, agreeableness means trustworthy, neuroticism means moody. So we discuss 5 models of trait approach. First one is Allport trait approach. Here we discuss about common traits, central traits, cardinal traits and secondary traits. In the cattle trait approach, there is surface and source trait, constitutional and environmental traits, ability, temperament and dynamics. Then there is exhibition, inhibition theory and arousal theory. In the Guilford model, we discussed about the individual's psychological and morphological traits, need, interest and attitude, aptitude, temperament, etc. Last one is five factor model, that is ocean.